Hey everybody, welcome back to the vlog. Well, I want to talk today um, about what it's like being a paid confidential informant. The good, the bad, and sometimes even the ugly. It but everything in its totality concerning being an informant, everything. And I did it for 30 years. It's the greatest job there is. You get to put the you get to put pieces of crap like this guy, butchered two women and decapitated a 5-year-old little boy. Get the that that's pretty good. So I think I still, the things that I've done as an informant for the FBI, the DEA, NYPD, FDLE, all these agencies that I've worked with, I wound up doing things that were never done before. And we're going to be talking about these two cases. What it's like putting the bad guys away, pieces of shit like this mutt, Brian Malisse, and another guy whose name I don't even know, who was wrongfully arrested by the FBI, indicted by the Eastern District of New York for bank robbery. And this guy was going to go away for a long time. And he was innocent. And we're going to be talking about how I proved he was innocent, not even trying. And so I was in prison for 4 years. I went to Rikers Island for almost a year. I was in some of the toughest prisons in the nation. Sing Sing, Greenhaven, all of those prisons. I was in 4 upstate prisons. And I can't imagine being in prison for a crime I didn't do. 100% innocent. Like, like the cops come and take you away and you don't know what they're talking about. I didn't do it. Blah, 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 blah. I couldn't imagine being there. And when I found out that I was responsible for getting somebody out of MCC, which is the Metropolitan Correctional Facility in Lower Manhattan, and the agent that arrested him. I mean, this is going to be such an unbelievable, mind-blowing story. You're going to go, what the hell? Even Hollywood couldn't make this up. Okay, so as we know, there's many videos about the Brian Malisse 24 Sanford Road triple homicide that I solved. I solved it. I knew who it was the second I saw it on TV, went undercover, did what I had to do to put this mutt in prison for the rest of his life. And I did. Wow, what a great feeling that was. And he took it to trial, of course. When I was in court and I took this finger right here and I leaned over and I looked up when the DA said, is Brian Malisse, is Brian Malisse in court? And if he is, can you point him out and tell me what he's wearing? And that's what I did. I stuck my finger in his face, in his face, and said, that's him. He's wearing blah, 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 blah. No, that's the baby killer over there. He's wearing blah, 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 blah. It was like a fucking mistrial. So anyway, that's a good feeling. Now, being an informant, your rat, snitch, there's a lot of bad titles that go along with it. But I'll bet you dollars to donuts that if any one of those 3 murder victims were members of your family and I went undercover and put that mud away, I bet you wouldn't be calling me any of those derogatory rodent names. I'll bet you. I'll just bet you. I'll bet you. So that's, that was the good part. A lot of people I put away, with the exception of one. Maybe I'll do that on another day. He was my friend, and I had to put him away because he was out of control, on cocaine, carrying Uzi machine guns. I'm going to get into that. His name was John Uribe. He was a good friend of mine, and we're going to talk about that down the road. So it's a job that was tough. It was tough. So As you guys know, I put Brian Malisse away for decapitating a 5-year-old boy and butchering 2 women with his 14-inch kitchen knife. Bloodbath. It was unbelievable, unbelievable crime scene. I saw the photographs. And then we're going to be talking about how I got an innocent man out of prison. So we know what happened with the Malisse case. Now I'm going to tell you what happened with Special Agent Al Garber. This is him right there to my left in the picture. This is him, a great guy. This is him at my book party at Elaine's restaurant in 1996, February of 1996. He flew all the way in from, I think it was either Iowa. I don't know. He retired as an FBI agent, and he was the chief of police of some town in, I think it was Kansas City, one of those. A great guy. So this guy right here, the first day I met him was in the Manhattan District Attorney's office. So I was involved with a lot of bank robbers. I did a lot of bank robberies as a real man, as a kid. Did several of them. So anyway, my handler, James Daren, said, man, you know a lot of bank robbers. You know? Let me call the FBI. The office was on 69th Street and 3rd Avenue back in the 70s. So who shows up to the squad? Al Garber. Al Garber had just arrested somebody in Queens. He had just arrested him. Now, he was part of the New York, New Jersey Bank Robbery Task Force for the FBI, working at the 69th Street office, building 69th Street and 3rd Avenue. That's where the FBI was back then. So he shows up. He goes, so Jim Doherty called him up and spoke to him and said, listen, I got an informant that you may want to talk to. He knows a lot about bank robberies and stuff. So why don't you come over? So he did, with 2 big books, binders of all bank surveillance photographs of bank robberies in progress of all these individuals. And don't forget, back then, I think the bank cameras back then didn't roll the whole time. They took pictures every like 3 seconds. Boom, boom. And they were grainy. They were in black and white. They were like really shit pictures, to tell you the truth. So I'm going through the first book, and then it's a big book. They put me in Condon's office, in the Mandia's office, and I'm sitting there, and I'm going through, and Al is right behind me. I'm going to try to speed this up. I already did a video about this. I don't remember what the title was because I'm old. Well, look, I still got my hair. No, it's not a wig, but it sure looks like Donald Trump. My president, vote for Donald Trump. I'm going to talk about him later on. Anyway, so he shows up, and I'm going through the books. I'm going through the first book. There's 2 big books. Now, this is in Lower Manhattan. This is on Hogan Place in Manhattan. This is like unbelievable. This is why Hollywood is interested in my stories, because this is just like the scriptwriter couldn't make up this. It couldn't make it up. So he's behind me. I'm in a room with him by myself, me and Al. The squad is in the next room. I'm in the captain's office. And we're going through it, and like 3 or 4, 5 pages in, I'm flipping it, and it's a big book, and I'm flipping it, and I go, I know that guy, and I had already locked this guy up. We were working him at that time. I forget. I think I was working him. I was working this guy. He said, I said, I know that guy. His name is Joseph Jeffy. Oh shit. 3 pages in, fuck, man, with that big thick book, 2 big thick books. I fucking boom. I got him. Who the fuck is that idiot? We're working this guy. And then he goes, he's standing over me. I'm sitting down, and And he goes, no, no, we already arrested that guy. I arrested that guy. And he flips the page. So I'm going, I must be wrong. He's an FBI. This is the first FBI agent I ever met, you know? And I used to watch that TV show in the 60s, the FBI with Ephraim Zimmer's. I was like, oh shit, this is, and I'm young. I'm 20 years old, 21 years old. And I'm going, oh shit. And I'm going, now, when an FBI agent tells you you're wrong, you're going, and then he says, I arrested that guy. I arrested that guy, photograph in the picture. I arrested him. And I knew it wasn't right. And I can remember like it was yesterday. I went, no, no. And I flipped it back and I'm looking, went to the window. I'm looking, and I sat back down. I go, dude, this is Joseph Jeffries. And he goes, no, and he pulls it back. And now every detective in the squad, and there was like 7 or 8 of them, I run with the book into the next room. And I go, Clappy, Bob, Jimmy, who is this? That's Joseph Jeffrey. Who is this? And I'm going around the room and I'm putting the book up in their face. Al Garber. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Al Garber. He's from Paramus, New Jersey. Raised well, super honest, a real FBI agent, like 100% stand-up guy. Like, just like, I mean, this guy is so, I mean, don't forget, this is in this photograph, this is 1996. And I worked with him in 1975, 1976. And he came to my party, flew across the country. Came. Fucking him and the head of the FBI, which was a guy by the name of Fox. He was retired at that time. So I'm running around. Then I get to Jim Daren. He was the boss, the sergeant. And I said, Jimmy, look, tell him who that is. And Jimmy was lost. We were working this guy. And he says, that's Joseph Jeffries. This guy had a gait where he would walk with his right shoulder pointing down like this. He had an unusual gait. Oh, that's him. Look at the gait. Look at the gait. That's what Jimmy, look at the gait. Look at the, I didn't even know what the fuck gait meant. What are they talking about? Look at the gait. Look at the gait. And now you see Al Garber. There he is right there in a full panic. This guy arrested the wrong guy. So now he's thinking, he's going, this can't be true. He's shocked. He was like, it was just unbelievable. So then he goes, oh, well, everybody has a twin, everybody. He goes, Al goes, where does this guy live? And Jimmy told him. It was 3 blocks from where that bank was robbed. Now, there are thousands and thousands of banks in 5 boroughs of New York City. So then they did some other background thing. So now Al, who I only met for like 15 minutes, right? Give me the book, give me the book, give me the, and he grabbed ran into the captain's office, got the other book. I gotta go. And he ran out with the book. That day he went to the U.S. Attorney's office in Eastern District. Got the guy out the next day. And Al called me up and he said, I just can't believe. He says, we got the wrong guy. That guy would have definitely, and that guy had no criminal history. I don't know how they got him, but I don't know how, but I'm the only informant, I believe, that actually got someone out of jail. So this job as a paid confidential informant was really exciting. I was like, cop without a badge. And so, and again, so that happened in 76, 86, 96. So 20 years after that incident took place, Al came to my book party. And we've been friends ever since. Though I lost contact with him now. His wife had passed away. I mean, it was, I mean, and not to mention the juice you have as paid confidential informant. I mean, I was literally above the law, by the law. I mean, a lot of the stupid drunken shit that I did. I mean, so anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm not a rat. I don't consider myself a rat. Like just Joey Molino, everybody that talks to the cop is a fucking rat in his book. Even Sonny Franchise. I mean, come on, Joey, give me a fucking break, man. And then as I learned more about the guy, I understand. He has rat derangement syndrome because there've been more rats trying to hook him up on things that he didn't even do, that guy. I mean, it's unbelievable. His story is unbelievable too. I mean, that guy's got stories too. So I thought you guys would be interested in hearing that. What do you suppose? I should ask this question to Joey Molino. He's a gambling guy. He knows the odds, right? So, hey, Joey Molino, if you're watching it, what do you suppose the odds are of me meeting an FBI agent, him showing me two big books, and within pages, I pick out the right guy, and Al locked up the wrong guy. Al later told me, "Oh my God," he goes, I don't know what I would have done if I would have found this out. Suppose you would have showed me a book that was 3 years old, and that guy got convicted and went to prison for 3 years. Being a cop, being an FBI agent, when you have a lot of power of locking somebody up, imagine if you got the wrong guy. How would you live with it? And there are some cops that locked up the wrong guy, full well knowing it was the wrong guy. You know, then DNA proved them wrong. But, you know, he was devastated. He was devastated. So that guy, I forgot to mention this, was in MCC for 2 or 3 months. He had like $100,000 bail, just a regular guy, no criminal history. And when you should have saw the look on Al Garber's face when Jim Doherty said he lives at blah, 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 blah. I think it was in Maspeth, Queens. And then they go, oh shit, I know that's only 3 blocks from where the. And then the other thing is, okay, let me tell you, I almost forgot to tell you the most fantastic story. So the wrong guy is released within 1 or 2 days. 1 or 2 days it took him to get the judge to get the DA to drop the squash the indictment. So now, of course, Al and his partner, I forget that guy's name. He was, I think all the FBI agents there were so fucking cool. He, bang, 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 knocks at Joseph Jeffrey's door. He opens it up, sits him down, FBI. Hey, I want to talk to you about the bank you robbed. Here's your photograph right here. Here's your photograph. Now he's trying to get Joseph Jeffrey to cop out, you know. And the first thing out of Joseph Jeffrey's mouth is, how much do you think my bail is going to be? That's what he said to Al Garber. He said, how much is my bail going to be? Then he just nutted up. He shut up and they left. So now, since that case was tainted, the U.S. attorney in the Eastern District of New York didn't bring any charges against Joseph Jeffries. But that's okay because we locked him up for other things, for armed robbery. I'm going to do that. What we did to this guy was so funny. But anyway, so that's what it's like. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I know the title of what I did for 30 years was a rat. It really didn't bother me because, you know, another thing, how many people I knew during this time that knew who I was, because this murder over here was all over the papers, and so was my name, because I had to go. I had to go. I had to testify. I was going to trial. So, but they all knew what I did. They still did their crimes and shit. They never snitched on anybody. Never snitched on anybody. So, I thought you guys would be interested in this story. And listen, um, it's November's fastly approaching, and we all got to take our country back. And the only man to do it, the only man on this planet that can do it and do it quick, because he's only got 4 more years to do it, is Donald Trump. Now, some people say that we look alike. I don't see, do you? Got the Trump hairdo going. He's the only one that can save our country. Stop bobbing. Stop making him look up. Okay, he's being serious now. Stop. God bless him and God bless his family. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell and do all those other good things for the channel. See you on the next one.